for joining us at our Volvo Construction Equipment studio here in Eskilstuna, Sweden. My name is Jannike Särneberg and I will be your host at today's digital event for the Volvo Excavator launch, coming to you from both our European and North American region. Recently, Volvo introduced and launched the industry's broadest range of electric machines. Groundbreaking innovations like these new electric machines are a big part of our commitment to building a more sustainable solution for the future. Today, we're excited to give you an up-close look at our newest models in our extensive excavator range that raise the bar on productivity, efficiency, and more. The 50-ton class Volvo EC530E and the EC550E Tier 5 crawler excavators. This new class size for Volvo perfectly complements our broad excavator range offering. During this event, we'll explain why these new 50-ton class excavators are a must-have machine for heavy-duty digging, mass excavation, large site preparation, and more. We'll also take you on a walk around the product to point out our new key features. Before we conclude this event, we'll visit with two of our customers in Norway to get their perspective on how these 50-ton machines get more done at a lower cost of ownership. We're excited to give you a closer look at these new 50-ton excavators to better understand how they can help you raise the bar for your business. First up, I'm joined by Thomas Bitter, Senior Vice President Technology at Volvo CE, who's here today to share Volvo's strategy for expanding an already impressive excavator line with two new 50 tons class models. Thomas, thank you very much for joining us. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, and I hope it's the same for you, Jannike.
Yes, I'm very glad as well. Great to have you here. So we can't wait to see what these new machine features up close. But first tell me, why did Volvo decide to build these 50-ton class machines? And what makes them so significant for the Volvo excavator lineup?
Yeah, I think the answer is obvious if you look at our lineup. But before we go there, let me point out how important excavators are for our industry, for our customers, and as well for our journey going forward. Half of our market in a volume perspective is covered by excavators, from a 2-ton model up to very heavy size classes. And we stop at 100-ton today. And we have grown over time the presence, our market share, but we have grown as well the performance of our machines. And today, Volvo branded excavators, they are recognized as an industry leading portfolio that we offer and that we give into the hands of our customers. Why two new models? Well, it is a logic evolution of our portfolio. We have been very successful in the mid-range, the 35 to 45-ton class. We have since years very successfully positioned our 750 and 950 model. So if you add the two, what is missing in the middle is, of course, 50 to 60-ton size excavator. And that is exactly what we are introducing, with the same quality, with the same performance level that our customers are used to have from different size class models and excavators.
That sounds great. And of course, they are also playing a role, I presume, in the Volvo CE sustainability ambitions.
They will, because right now we are going to launch them as diesel-driven internal combustion engine powered machines. And that is normal. But of course, we have programs and we have projects to move that part of our portfolio into the sustainable power target as well. And we can talk about it a little bit more, but I would like to go back and say that today we are introducing two models that are fuel efficient, that have the productivity level that our customers are looking for. And we are known in this production side part of segment that we have the best solutions for our customers. So again, we continue our tradition to provide world-class excavators.
Great, thank you. And you're saying that they will be fuel efficient, and I presume it will also be reduced emissions. But the performance in these 50-ton class machines should be in line with the 60-ton class machines. And what is it that makes that possible?
I think it is our know-how and our understanding of the entire drive system in an excavator, from the power source, which I said is a diesel engine for the time being, but in the future it can be a hydrogen-powered engine, or it can be a fuel cell. And very important is our understanding, our good understanding of the hydraulic system of an excavator. And so far we had a hydraulic-only system, but what we have done recently, we have introduced electronic controls. We have introduced what we call the independent metering valve technology. That sounds very techy, but what is behind is that the interface between the operator and the hydraulic system is replaced by electric systems. And that allows us to better maneuver and to better steer the hydraulic system. And that is essential if we want to go forward and introduce different hydraulic systems. And we have one developed in-house. We were rewarded with the Tech Award in the Volvo Group for that, which is the common rail hydraulic system, which will allow us to reach amazing fuel efficiency. And that's why this IMVT technology is so essential for our new models.
Great. Yeah, that sounds very interesting. And there is one question I have, though, Thomas.
Yeah.
Volvo is now offering 2 models in the 50-ton class size. Why 2? Are there any noticeable differences between the 2 of them?
Yes, there are. And it starts with the undercarriage. And different markets or different customer needs are telling us that we need different width or certain flexibility if it comes to the width of our machines, for example, for transport, but as well in application for stability. So we are going to offer these 2 models, the 530 and the 550. And with that, we are going to cover a broad range of needs, because that is a global launch as we are talking about. So we will see these machines popping up in every important excavator market. And that's why we have to start with 2, maybe not leave it to only 2 models.
Great. So, but at least it's a good start. And it sounds like these 2 options in this class size means that the customers can select the best match for their particular type of work.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Thomas, for sharing this overview with us. And I can certainly see now why these new 50-ton excavators are an important part of our expansive excavator offering.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
The new EC530E and the new EC550E excavators are much more than merely new models in our excavator lineup. They raise the bar on efficient operation, reduced maintenance, moving more tons per hour, and even higher resale values. And as with all Volvo machines, they're built tough, they're built for efficiency, and they're built to last. You've heard a lot now about why these new 50-ton class excavators are the perfect size for a range of applications. Now, we'd like to give you an exclusive up-close look at these new machines. Joining me now is Ulla, Excavator Product Manager here in Eskilstuna, to share a bit more about the features that make these new excavators so durable, productive and efficient. Thanks for joining us, Ulla.
Glad to be here.
First, we'd like to take a deeper look at what makes these Volvo excavators so durable. I know that you will mention the undercarriage, but there might be some other features that you'd like to focus on as well.
Yeah, by main dimension, these machines feature basically a 60-ton class undercarriage. So, for example, that means that we are big on ground clearance, for example. We have option for wide track gauge. And on the component side, we have large component dimensions, deep induction hardened components, and fully robotic weld. Large undercarriage on excavator means that you are also big on stability. So this means in turn then high structural lifetime of core components such as boom, arm, upper frame, etc.
And when you mention the boom and arm, the next question would be, what about the boom and arm bounce reduction?
Yeah, it's an interesting feature actually that comes as standard on these new machines. So this is not only for operator comfort. Shock reduction in common dig and dump applications means less shocks go into the machine structure and further enhance durability.
Fantastic. Are there any more features that make these excavators ideal for quarry and mining and other demanding applications like that?
Well, we can point out the good-sized buckets, for example. So with the good-sized buckets on these machines, you can get a good pass match to haulers, such as the A30 and the A40 size of haulers. Then in addition, then the fast cycle times, the 530, 550 is faster than the 480.
Okay.
So with the right pairing here, you can optimize the fleet use by up to some 20%.
That's great to hear. What about assist functionality?
For machines of this size, onboard weighing is probably the first thing you would be looking at. So with onboard weighing, the operator can ensure to load each truck with a set payload. And he can also then track the progress over the shift. So this then can support to achieve a stable and high level of production. And you can also then prevent overloading of your haul trucks.
Great. And durability is so important, Ulla. Knowing these machines can easily handle tough applications, are there new features that make them productive in these type of job sites?
Yeah, we can point out, for example, the boom and swing priority and the boom and travel priority settings that also comes as standard for these new excavators. So, for example, then, if you have a long swing angle, you set to swing priority. And if you have deep boom lifts, then you set to boom priority. So this is a very simple and useful functionality that helps to shorten cycle times.
It seems very flexible also, depending on what you need to do. Staying on the topic of productivity, what about the attachments? Which ones are the perfect match for these machines?
For this Tier 5 version of this machine, the machines will take about 10% bigger buckets. So that then in combination to the faster cycle times gives the overall gain in production. And Volvo, of course, is offering a range of buckets fit to this machine equipped with the latest generation Volvo teeth system.
I've also understood that these 50-ton class excavators have something extra to offer on the topic of efficiency. Can you give us some more insight on this?
Absolutely. And to be perfectly clear, I'd like to split this into 3 sections.
Absolutely.
So first of all, we have the engine. Here we have the D13 engine block that comes in a totally different trim. So we have a torque at around 2,200 Newton meter at 1,300 RPM. Second, pumps. The machines are fitted with large displacement pumps, so you get high levels of hydraulic flow or speed in the machine already at those low RPMs. And third, we have the main hydraulic setup. So the new main control valve with independent metering valve technology dramatically improve efficiency further. So you get plenty of both toughness and speed of the machine at such low RPM. So basically, bottom line, this gives you 25% more fuel efficiency in any standard digging application.
25%? That sounds a lot.
Yeah, sure, it is. And actually what it means is that for each ton dug out by these new machines, you reduce carbon emissions by 25%.
We even have a unique for customers to monitor and track the machine performance in real time. Is this correct?
Yeah, sure. Volvo Active Care and Active Care Direct. So what it is around the clock monitoring on a regular basis. So this can prevent unnecessary wear and tear of the machine. And you can also address machine issues before they become critical. And you can also use it to help train operators to improve performance and reduce machine misuse. And you can also get various type of reporting, such as fuel efficiency reports.
Great, thank you very much. Wow, these new 50-ton class excavators supported by Volvo Services sound like a great option for our contractors looking to get more done with lowering their cost per ton. Thanks again, Ulla, for showing us the key features that make these new Volvo excavators so powerful, so productive, and also efficient. Thank you. Durable, productive, efficient. All the things that contractors need to lower the cost and boost their profits. But many of you may be wondering, how easy are they to service? And are they designed to keep our operators safe? Well, the good news is, we are ready to show you firsthand. Joining us now is Alexa Furlong from our Volvo CE North America offices, who will be our host for the North American segments of this Excavator Digital event. So, over to you, Alexa.
All right, so now we're outside our Shippensburg Customer Center here with Sejong Ko and John Waldron, our two excavator product managers. So now we're going to take a look at the key differences between our 480 excavator, which is one class size down from the 530 and 550 that we have behind us, as well as talk about the serviceability of the two new machines and the key safety features that you expect from a Volvo. So John, let's head over here with Sejong and talk about the key differences.
So this would be our standard 105,000 pound machine that we've had for years. It's a pilot control machine. It's a big, beefy, durable machine that we've had for a long time and that really takes care of its own size class. And then by adding the 530, we've closed the gap in between the 750. So now we have something to offer in between the 480 and the 750. So this gives us a 48 metric ton machine as well as a 53 metric ton machine and a 55 metric ton machine.
Nice. You want to head over here and take a look at the 530?
Sure. So as you can see, just like all our excavators, we have raised perforated walkways, handrails, orange handrails all around the machine, egress, 3 points of egress in and out of the machine. They're safe walkways. You can clean the snow and the mud off. We've got excellent serviceability on this machine. You can see here our fast fuel option. So if you wanted to put fast fuel on this machine, you can hook it up, fuel the machine within seconds. You
Nice.
come back here to the service area. We've got ground level serviceability, but we've also changed the service times on this machine. And we've taken the 530 and the 550 and made them 1,000 hour services as compared to 500 hour services.
That's a
So
big
that's going to
difference.
almost eliminate 2 services a year if you're running your machine about 2,000 hours. So that knocks you down to 2 services. Plus the machine has a fully automatic regen, so you never have to shut it down. Just keep on working. You got easy access to all your filters and sight gauges, as well as access to your removable counterweight right here from the back of the machine.
Nice. All right, let's move up front and let's go around and talk about the cab really quick.
Before we get there, how do you like the new Volvo bucket?
This is a nice bucket.
We got our new Volvo 2 system on the bucket, as well as the Volvo quick couplers. And the nice thing is that these 3 machines can switch buckets between the quick couplers, and you're ready to go.
Nice.
Plus you can get factory auxiliary hydraulics, so you have your X1 hydraulics to run any kind of attachment out here, whether it be a shear, a hammer, whatever. Same thing on the 480 and the 550, and you can put up to 20 different attachments and set everything up right from the cab.
Nice. And are these buckets interchangeable?
Interchangeable between all 3 machines.
Nice.
That's good.
All right, Sejong, you want to come over here and talk a little about this cab. So we have the same versatility on this cab as we do all of our Volvo machines, right?
Right. So our cab has a great visibility. So in the cabin, operator can look around everything. With the camera system, that camera system help the operator to look around as well.
We offer Volvo Smart View on all the excavators, which takes the cameras on the sides, combines them, and gives you a helicopter view of the machine, so it makes it an extremely safe machine. So you can walk all the way around any of our machines and not lose sight of that person.
Nice. That's really important.
In the cabin, we have a dedicated buttons, right? One of the dedicated button is operator setting.
Okay.
Which is really cool. So you can set everything right in the cab, and then when you go in and set it for 10 different operators, so I go in, I hit John's setting, I hit the button, bang, it's set for me. You can set it for you, 10 different operators, and just boom, right from there.
Nice.
And you can adjust your arm priority, your boom priority, your travel speed. It's got creep mode on it now, so if you had an attachment out there that needed to maintain an RPM, and you wouldn't lose any RPMs on that attachment as the machine travels.
Nice. That sounds really personalized and specific to each operator.
Another button is for comfort driver
Nice.
using the fingertips.
So, you know, we've
Awesome.
always had that straight travel pedal in there
Right.
that runs both tracks at the same time. But now you can hit the button, control it from your joystick, so I can go left and right on my left joystick and forward and reverse on my right joystick.
Nice.
And never have to take my hands off the controls.
I like that a lot better.
Yeah.
All those to help operators to have the better productivity and good production too.
Yeah,
And-
you add all that to the nicest cab in the industry and you got a nice place to work.
And what about our onboard weighing system and dig assist? Do we have that on these machines too?
Yeah, so we have improved our excavators with 480 and this new 530, 550, and the new features like dig assist and onboard weighing are applied to these new models as well.
Nice. You guys want to head over here and check out the undercarriage of the 550?
Absolutely. You can see the big difference here between these two machines is that this machine has a retractable undercarriage as opposed to 530 has a fixed undercarriage. Now we do offer a retractable undercarriage as well on the 480, but when you stick this one out, you're gaining almost 1.5 feet of track width on the machine, which makes it extremely stable.
Wow, that's a lot better and more durable on this machine then.
Yeah, and then if you need to move the machine, just pull it back in and you're ready to go.
Awesome. And Sejong, are there any key features that you think we left out when we were talking about the 530 and 550?
Well, we have had good features for all models. As well. So another example is these new models have the delayed engine shutdown too.
Nice.
So that option is to allow the engine to idle for a certain time. That help to cool down the engine when the machine is at the very hot working condition or working hard.
So it's really
Nice.
cool. So you know how the turbos on these spin at 1,000,000 RPM. So you're working the machine hard, pull the key out, stick it in your pocket. This machine will run for 3 minutes. You can jump in your truck and be gone down the road, and it'll
Nice.
shut off, shut the batteries off, everything all by itself.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
a great
it's
feature.
pretty cool.
All right, thanks guys for coming out here today and looking at the new 530 and 550 with me. And thank you guys for watching us here from our North America Customer Center. As you guys can see, these two new machines are built for this new class, more durable and safer for you operators out on the job. Now back to you, Jannica, in Sweden.
Thank you very much, Alexa. We really appreciate that you and the team gave us this great walk around so that we could see all the features that make Volvo excavators a valuable investment. Now, you've heard us talk a lot about these new Volvo 50-ton excavators, but sometimes it's better to hear directly from the customers who's had a real-life experience on operating these machines. Our customers, Odd Smøge and Valand in Norway, recently put our Volvo EC530E and the EC550E excavator to work, and we caught up with them to get their feedback and their take on these new excavator models. They offered some good feedback for our teams. Take a look.
Ja, den første Volvo-maskinen kjøpte vi i 2000, det var en EC140. Og etter det så har vi kjøpt Volvo jevnt og trutt fram til nå. Og vært ganske fornøyd med det. Det er en fantastisk førerkomfort. Det er presis hydraulikk. Og har et serviceapparat bak seg, så er i vårt nærområde, og når vi trenger det, så står det her. Og så kom vi til det at vi skulle ha en større maskin til pukkverksproduksjon. Og da fikk jeg nesten under bordet, og det svarte til alle våre forventninger og overgikk konkurrentene på mange av punktene. Og usett og uprøvd så valgte vi å gå for en slik modell. Og nå har vi fått maskinen ut. Vi har så vidt fått satt henne i drift. Og så langt så svarer jeg meget bra til våre forventninger. Ja, hvis jeg skal trekke fram 3 ting med den nye Volvo-maskinen her så jeg vil fremover, så er det at hun er meget rask og sterk og en presis hydraulikk.
Ja, nå har vi hatt en Volvo EC530 i ca. en måned, og vi har nå fått prøvd henne. Og så langt så ser det veldig greit ut. Vi er godt fornøyd med maskinen og slik hun er å bruke. Førsteinntrykket når du kommer inn i maskinen, at du føler egentlig at du kommer i kjente omgivelser. Knapper og funksjoner er det gode fra de eldre modellene er tatt med videre de nye her, og i tillegg så har de tilført mye nye ting som ser bra ut. Hvis vi skal sammenligne den nye Volvoen som vi kjøpte med andre maskiner, så synes jeg at den maskinen her er utrolig stødig og står godt, og det er enorm kraft og til inntrengning i røysa, og det virker som et godt utprøvd utstyr. Først er det en større maskin i et større segment. Maskinen har fått integrert GPS, som ser utrolig greit ut for vår del. Og i tillegg så har hun lastevekt, og det blir et godt hjelpemiddel når vi skal laste biler og sende dem på vei. Hvis vi skal trekke frem 3 ting om den nye maskinen nå, er førerkomforten. Hun står godt og er god å jobbe med, og i tillegg så ser det ut så at den integrerte GPS-en og vekta er noe som vi kan dra folk god nytte til i fremtiden.
Vi startet å bruke Volvo-maskiner i 2011, og vi kjøpte Volvo på grunn av kvalitet og kjørekomfort. Kjøpte for at vi har behov for en større maskin, og en kraftig maskin som var kraftigere enn den 480 vi hadde fra før. Det som skiller Volvo fra konkurrentene er vel kjørekomforten. Og 550 er vel også tekniske data som sier at den er sterkere enn en Cat 250, så det var avgjørende for oss. Det er viktig for gutta at de skal ha ordentlig utstyr å kjøre i. Gutta skal trives med det de jobber med.
Jeg startet å bruke Volvo-maskiner i 2007, og det er vel på grunn av komforten i Volvo og hydraulikkmessig, og der er de vel over alle andre. Jeg har hatt nye Volvo 550 i bruk i en uke, og den lever opp til alle forventninger. Mine første inntrykk det var at det var en ny, kjapp maskin, veldig sterk, og jeg lever opp til alle forventninger på kjapphet og styrke. Jeg mener at det som skiller Volvoen fra konkurrenten, det er stødigheten på grunn av nye beltundevogner, styrke, og at den har blitt veldig kjapp og veldig sterk. Og komforten er som den alltid har vært på Volvo, den er et hakk fyr i alle andre. Det gjør at jeg får en lettere arbeidshverdag, og det er lettere å holde en høy produksjon. Hvis jeg skulle beskrive Volvo-maskin med 3 ord, anleggsmaskiner, så vil jeg bruke komfort, styrke og kjapphet. Han overgår alt annet jeg har kjørt, både av Volvoer og andre merker.
excited to have shown you our expansive excavator offering with 2 new 50-ton class excavator options that better fit your specific needs. As you've seen and heard, these machines are more than merely new additions to the Volvo excavator family. They come with innovative technologies and features that make operation more productive, more stable, and help you improve fuel efficiency. When it comes to your next excavator purchase, we invite you to raise the bar. If you have additional questions about our new EC530E or EC550E crawler excavators, we encourage you to reach out to your local Volvo dealer in your region for more details. Thanks again for joining us here today. It's been a real pleasure. Be sure to visit the Volvo CE websites and follow our social channel media to stay up to date on all of our offers that make Volvo customer experiences one of a kind. Take care out there and see you again soon. Bye!